Weekly reflection number 3. I had to do this video before I get my haircut because, that first week after you get a haircut, you kind of look pretty goofy, but my hair is wicked long right now. So for my reflection for the week, we got my questions to ask myself, obviously, update on my knee since last video, my progress with NVSN nutrition, and just my setup for the next week. On to the questions that I'll put up on the screen again. What steps did I take towards each of the 8 disciplines? So obviously I was reading mostly every day, but I definitely got at least like 4 hours of reading in the past week. For health, working out in general, getting my fitness up for soccer, like cardio, and then obviously soccer itself. And those are two things I'm really pushing right now: soccer and fitness, in preparation for preseason and the season. Career, working on NVSN. Relationships, just hanging out with my friends, my family, my girlfriends. Emotional, I couldn't really think of anything, just like handling emotions daily. Tracking my finances and being aware of stocks. Going on fun excursions and just like pondering. Did my actions align with my values and principles? Mostly, yeah. And did I manage my time effectively? Mostly. And I think that managing my time is going to be the biggest lever for me in the next 4 years in college, right now especially. And I think I'll manage my time a lot better in college. I manage my time very well now, but I think I'll do it a lot better in college. And that's not to be like cliche, as in like, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow, or I'll just do it when I get to college. But I think I'll have like a nice set schedule. I won't have as many distractions as I do in my house now. Of course, I'll be meeting new friends, and that will like take time and stuff. But I think that my time management will be pretty effective. What challenges did I face this week, and how did I overcome them? Kind of just like challenges that people deal with every single week of their life, and that I'll be dealing with every single week. But it's just when you're in those low energy moods or those low energy states, it's like you kind of don't feel like you want to do what you either said you were going to do or what you should do. And so the challenge is to just overcome that and do it anyway, no matter how you feel, because you know it's the right thing that you should be doing. So those are just some challenges, obviously, that I had to face this week, as does everyone, every single day. You just got to push through those and get out of the low energy mood. And it's not like I win every single battle. I'll snooze or sleep in an hour. Probably I did one of the days last week, but definitely just increasing the percentage of how often you stick to what you're going to say. And mine's high right now for my age, I guess, but like I'll just keep getting better against myself every single week. What lessons did I learn from mistakes and setbacks this week, and how can I apply these lessons to future situations? So checking in with people is one of them. So with the 3 to 4 people that I said that I would be bringing through the first part, the nutrition part of NVSN Nutrition, my course. And I can even look at it as like a customer, but not that they're my customers. They're just like, I'm like doing it for free for them, and I'll do it for free for a whole bunch of people just to like get experience myself. But like I told them that we would have a call like every Sunday, and we set a time like around like 4 or 5. I'd call them, and we'd have a call to talk about their progress of the week and what they can be doing into next week to have a better week than before, and just some things they can change around if they have anything that they need help with, stuff like that. And called, first of all, my 3rd and 4th haven't really gotten onto it yet, even though they said they would. So it's just kind of keeping people accountable. So that's that's one thing. And then the other 2 people who I both called on Sunday at the times I said I was going to call them, both said that they were either on a work call or in the car or something, like couldn't make it. right then, and that they would call me back, and they didn't call me back that night. And then like I texted them Monday to try to like set up another call, but they kind of just like pushed it off until, next week. I'm really busy with work, blah blah blah. And it's true, and that's fine. But it's just like people are doing it for themselves, the nutrition and the physical fitness. Like I'm trying to help them, and it's about I need to just be setting times with them, like exact times. Last time I said like, oh, well, we'll just have a call around 4 or 5 in the afternoon. I'm going to this coming week, Sunday, I'm going to set specific times with them. Hey, I'm going to call you at 5 p.m. on Sunday and we're going to go over. Can you do that? And if they can or cannot, then if they can, then we'll do that. If they can't, then obviously we'll just find another time. But I'm going to set a specific time with them so that they're locked into that slot and so that I can have a call with them at that specific time. So it's just the mistake of thinking that things will just happen autonomously, especially with other people, when really it's not going to. And you see this in life all the time with, telling friends that you're going to meet up later at some point within the next weeks or months, but you just never end up texting each other or saying that anything, that you're going to meet up or do something together, and it just never happens because neither one of them takes initiative. So if one of them takes initiative, i.e., me, on the people that I'm trying to help, then they'll either be forced to go into those meetings with me and like talk about it. And that's especially if they want to. And if they don't, then they won't. And that's fine. And I'll just like, there just won't be like a client or whatever. But if they don't want to, then they're just gone. But if they do, then I actually do want to help them and keep them accountable and coming back and getting into what they need to do. Were there any big moments this week? I finished the nutrition side of Envision Nutrition. So, and in doing that, I really want to make a second side, which is the physical activity and fitness portion of it, because they truly go so hand in hand. Like, of course, you can fit, and getting into shape is probably like 75% diet, 25% exercise and resistance training. But if you truly, if you just do nutrition, the amount of multiplier you get from also doing fitness and activity is like 4x. It's something absurd for just something so little. But if you're doing just the exercise and not the nutrition, adding the nutrition is like a 10x. So they're both so like important, and they're both so easy and simple. It's just I just have to break it down for the people so that they can like understand it, comprehend it, and then actually apply it into their life. So I'm going to be adding, because in giving my first 2 people what they have to do, I also gave them physical activity stuff to do, because I like these are people that I actually care about and I want them to get healthy, as will be all my customers, but especially these people. So um, I gave them their own like resistance training workouts, and I gave them hit videos to follow for like cardio for like 3 days a week each. And um and I literally made a video for each of them, like a 20-25 minute video of me going through their workout and showing them what they need to be doing and stuff like that. So I feel like on the nutrition side, if I break down resistance training and I break down cardio or fitness or something for your to burn calories and your heart rate, um, it can become really easy for people to step in and learn and develop in those areas. And it's something that really everyone should know. Um, and it's one of the biggest points of leverage to have for yourself growing up and throughout the years. Um, and even if you're already older, like it's great for them as well. Like if you're 50, people think that it's not useful, but literally it takes 1 year. Like you 50 to 51, and then for the rest of your life, you probably extend your life by like 10 or 20 years, and you have a much higher um, living, like, what's the word? quality of life. What truly made me happy this week? Reading. I'm actually in love with Golden Sun, the second Red Rising. I was just in love with that entire series, but it's been so good, and it's really fun to read. What was my favorite part of the week? Probably dinner with my grandparents. Just trying to spend as much time with them as I can. And they're great. Like my grandfather is like extremely sharp, wicked smart dude. Like I just love talking to both of them. And my other grandparents as well. They're just so great. They're just so great. So great. What were the times I felt deep or strong emotions? How did they feel? What do I think of them? Did I handle them well? Um, it seems like so corny, but like deep conversations with my girlfriend, and like even me on the outside looking into someone else's relationship, if they would say the same thing that I'm saying about deep conversations with my girlfriend, unless they're like a really close friend of mine, um, it just seems like so corny and so goof. But like literally having deep conversations with anyone. But I mean, what I can remember from the past week was like deep conversations with my girlfriends, and they're just like full of emotions and just great conversations um, to have about like right now or the future, and it just brings a lot of like light into my life. But it's so like criminally corny that it's something that everyone has, but it's just weird to talk about somebody else's. You know what I mean? Um, but anyway, those are some strong emotions. Did I learn something about myself this week, and what is it? Well, I went to a grad party this weekend, like one of the last grad parties, and I already know this about myself, but just going through the scenarios again, it just makes you think of them. And I just don't like parties that much. What I do like is a close, intimate group of friends for maybe like a bunch of couples, 8 or 10 people, but close people that I know and like, instead of just a whole bunch of like random people at a party. Um, like even towards the end of it, all my friends are like just drinking and dancing, or whatever, doing pong and these random games. And I was literally just like sitting with my parents and my parents' friends talking about like old vacations we had together, um, just funny things about their past. Like, that's just what I would rather do instead of, I don't know, doing whatever they're doing over there. But, um, and so we'll see how college goes. But, um, another thing that I learned that most people actually do like almost nothing with their time. Like all the kids that I saw at these parties or whatever. Um, I mean, some of them it's just them. Like it's nothing really changes about them. They're just like the same forever. Um, Maybe that's just me um, not actually in their life at all, except for that one single moment, or um, I don't know. But it just seems like they don't. Most people don't change or evolve or go anywhere. It's just them. But then it like begs the question, like, is there anything wrong with that? And also I don't really know because I'm not actually the person, so I don't understand like what they're thinking about on a daily basis and stuff like that. But I don't know. Is there anything wrong with just enjoying life and being the person that you are, not really doing anything but just enjoying life? Just a question that I ask myself and ponder on. But I don't know. Guess it's just what you want, really. I mean, I guess that's the goal, right? But in my future, like I'll always be like working out, like being physically fit, um, eating healthy, just spending time with friends and family, and then I guess just doing things that I enjoy after I like have enough money. But if I was less afraid of other people's opinions, what would I say? I would tell people to stop drinking alcohol. Um, I'm at these grad parties and everyone is just pounding alcohol, and I'm thinking to myself, like, why? Like, I don't really understand why. Like, I have in my nutrition course, like, some reflection questions for people to ask themselves about alcohol on there, but and the biggest question for me is why? Because I don't see any point in drinking alcohol. Because number one, I like the taste of other drinks. Water's delicious, delicious. It's just like good. Water is always refreshing. Um, I just drink body armor for the vitamins, but that will probably be replaced with something else soon at college. What else do I drink? Sometimes sparkling stuff. Maybe coffee or tea, and that's pretty much it. Like, and so for the taste is the only reason I see it, but I don't like. Well, I've never tried it, but I don't. There's no reason for me because I like all the other things I drink. But then the second is for the alcohol, where you become like numb and brain dead and just do random ass shit. But it's just I don't understand. They just want to like I don't know, not not remember the night before, which I don't know. I don't know. What are things that I'm hiding from myself? Um, One is that video games are very fun. Caveated with only playing with like friends. Um, and that I need to get things done before I do them. But it takes away my time, but it's fun. Like it's a trade off, like with anything else. And so I talked about this in my first video that the only thing that would drag me down is video games, um, because it would suck up my time. And there are things that I do for my time with my time that are fun. Well, obviously, like I hang out with friends, family, and girlfriend, but I'll always value that higher than um, video games. But with video games, like with friends, would be the only time I'd play them, um, because it's just useless if I just do it by myself. But then I think of like reading, which like what I'm doing now with Red Rising, but it makes me think. It's reading, so I'm getting that like reading, writing, math, and like vocabulary. But it's also just something that I really enjoy and it helps me go to sleep. Like it's just weighing all the different options. So I think that I will go through spans where I don't play video games at all, especially like my first year of college, maybe some of the rest of college, um, and especially the years right after college too. But I don't think that I would ever want it to be exempt from my life, except for those times. I wouldn't want to be fully exempt because I think I love playing with friends. It's just something that I really enjoy. Same thing with like playing sports or playing board games. It's just something like that that you do with friends that's really fun. So it's not something that I want to hate on, but it's something that I'll definitely need to um, restrict and or diminish for multiple years as I'm, building myself up and whatever I'm building alongside me, whether that's in vision or something else. Um, but that was one thing. And then what is the number one thing I must accomplish next week to feel better myself? Work hard on soccer and my physical fitness and aerobic capacity, going into preseason. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do I feel about this week? Like a 7. It was good. Got a lot of things done. Feel pretty good. But I also slept in a couple of the days. Um, Forgot to set my alarm one of the days. But so an update for my knee. Last time I said that I got like cleared pretty much, and that I'd already been doing some cardio stuff like running the treadmill, on the bike. Now I've gotten into playing soccer every single day, like at the turf or somewhere else, like with my friends. Um, and I did play in like a game, like with a bunch of my friends, and feels completely fine. Like I'm going to PT, and it feels pretty much perfect. So I just need to keep doing what I'm doing for legs and for knee strengthening and all my other stuff, and I'll be good. Later for the upcoming week, so soccer almost every day, right? Like I said, I need to work on my the physical activity portion of Envision. I need to get in touch with and guide my guinea pigs on Sunday, like I said, for Envision. I need to make some YouTube videos, which I didn't do last week, like I said I was going to do. And I need to make those, do my prep to either put on Envision or just to have. But like I debate whether or not I should do that now or work more on nutrition and Envision nutrition to just completely get that done. So we'll see. Obviously, keep reading, keep journaling, and keep my diet and training good. And that's all for reflection number 3, baby. Oh, yeah.